Good morning. Pashas Vata Tetzaveh. So we know that regarding the ephod, it's brought down in Rashi. One explanation of the ephod, or how it appeared so to be, it says that the Bnei and Nevi'im wore this cloth me'il, like clothing, to show that they are Bnei HaNevi'im. And that's what they wore, ephod bad. The Bnei Nevi'im wore an ephod bad, made out of linen or a cloth. So the Brahma brings it down by the Big Day Kohana that the Bnei Nevi'im reached the level of Kohen Gadol. And since they reached the level of a Kohen Gadol, therefore they wore this ephod bad, this ephod, so to say, and they told everyone that they are Kehanim. They reached the level of Kohuna. And we know that Shmuel HaNavi was a Navi. And other people were Nevi'im. They were called Bnei Nevi'im, sons of prophets. So we see over here is as follows. What was the Urim and Tumim in general? The Urim and Tumim, some people explain that the Urim and Tumim, it brought out, it shined out letters. That means to go up the war or go up somewhere, take the Aleph from the Ayin from one name, the Lamed from another name, and the Hey from another name. So that was the thing. Another explanation is the words came out. Or it did not come out in the fullest extent. You had to figure out the letters. Like we see by Eli HaKohen, that when a shikar came to, when a lechana came to him, came to the Beis HaMikdash, she was crying. And she wasn't crying out loud, she was crying softly to God. She wanted to have children. So the Kohen looks at her, looks at his Urim B'Tumim, and he says Shin Chaf Vav Reish Hey, Shin Chaf Reish or something, Hey, and it came out those letters. She said that you're a shikar. You're mumbling words to yourself and everything else. No one can hear. People used to announce things and everything else. So what's going on? So the Kohen himself had to scramble letters together and find out the right thing. And really it said Kesheda. She's a Kesheda. But the idea of the Urim Tum was as follows. The Kohen Gadol had to reach a level of Ruach HaKodesh at that point, and then he would realize what's going on by the Urim Tumim. So the same thing is with the Navi, Bnei Nevi'im, or the Urim Tumim. In general, Kohen Gadol. And that was connected to the ephod bad. The Chesed ephod, the whole thing, it came down to the Chesed and Urim Tumim. So it says a Navi reached that level. To have Nevuah, you need to have different levels. Ruach HaKodesh is one thing, which you can grasp things. Nevuah, you have to prepare yourself. So the Kohen Gadol, it came on to him without any, he just had to connect to that situation. A Navi, on the other hand, he has to have preparation. So that is the idea of it as a Nevuah, a Navi. So Kohen Gadol got Ruach HaKodesh, and a Navi had to work on it. A Kohen Gadol had to be a certain stature. He had to be different levels of Kohen Gadol. So to a Navi, he has to have that level. One of those things is, don't do any Avedas. Don't even think of Avedas. Don't even connect to Avedas. You have to be connected to God. So there's Aveda of Nevuah. And that's why we see that Nevuah has never stopped. Nevuah elevated itself. But Nevuah is connected to the person, not to God. If the person is ready to have Nevuah, that is, he is a person which is holy enough that God should rest upon him to have Nevuah, then he has Nevuah. There's no time for Nevuah. So basically, Nevuah is something which in Bnei Nevi'im reached to such a level, and therefore they wore the ephod bad, that everyone should know that they can come for anything. Come for any small item and everything else. Like Shaul came to Shmuel Navi for his asenes, for his donkeys he lost. So basically that's the idea. And the Rambam passes like that also. The Nevuah can come on anyone. Because it says that whoever makes himself holy, whoever gives himself over to God can become a Kohen Gadol. He can be an Eskadish, Kodesh HaKadosh, he can be a Kohen Gadol. So therefore, Nevuah will rest upon him too. Because a Navi reaches the level of a Kohen Gadol. As we know that a Kohen Gadol has to be perfect to the fullest extent. And Be'ez Hashem, when Mashiach comes, the fullest extent, which we are waiting for him momentarily, it says over there that all children will reach the level of Nevuah. All children will prophesize. That's what come when Mashiach comes. The question is, will they have to have the ephod bad to show that they are a Nevuah, a Navi? So if everyone will be in that level, so the Rebbe explains that when Mashiach comes, there'll be different levels. There'll be different levels, different miles in Nevuah. Like we know, in all matters, there's different miles in Nevuah. Sometimes in Nevuah that you know in general what's going to happen, or Nevuah which is explicitly. Like we see by the Rebbe with the hurricane in Florida. They asked the Rebbe too, should they go or should they stay? The Rebbe said to stay where they are. And the hurricane diverted. So the Rebbe saw explicitly what was going on. And the Rebbe says, Nevuah Mashiach is coming. So Be'ez Hashem will be strong with the idea of Nevuah. That Nevuah could come in any way, in any shape and manner and form. Like this, anyone that's a Scottish Kodesh HaKadoshim, he can reach the level of a Kohen Gadol, which he had Ruach HaKodesh. So to each Nevi Yid that prepares himself and is holy to the fullest extent without any Yetzer Hara or Nefesh Bahamis, like David HaMelech also wore an ephod, bad, and we know that the reason why the Nevi'im, Bnei Nevi'im wore ephod bad, that's when the Kohen Gadol goes in Kodesh HaKadoshim and Yom HaKippurim with the ephod bad. So the Eibusha should help that we should purify ourselves and connect to Nevi'im. Like it says, Yidavik Talmidei Chachamim, we should connect to Talmidei Chachamim, Nevi'im. Not only we will know what's going on in the world, but we'll also know how to purify ourselves, what our avoid in the world is, and Be'ez Hashem, the world be a much better world with the coming of Mashiach way before Shabbos, and way before the reading of the Megillah, which can start on Yud Aleph, Adar. So Be'ez Hashem, the Eretz Yisrael is a year of Book of Chema. So we'll lay on Tes Vav, and Be'ez Hashem will be dancing in Yishlayim in HaKadosh. As we know that the reading of the Megillah will always be even Yemei HaMashiach. So it should be taken from Yad Mamash now. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our Master, Teacher, and Rebbe King Mashiach forever and ever.